Hello students, in this video some other questions, that is MCQs, related to the first chapter and with what we called the fact based questions these are, and we can consider the higher order questions, right? So I'll choose here some questions related to the chapter 1, the living world. So first one here, the herbarium is they are given here 4 options. So what is the meaning of herbarium, like it is given, right? So a garden where medicinal plants are grown. Yes, that means as a meaning, like it is given the sentences here, sentence and words. So herbarium is a garden where medicinal plants are grown. No, so this is not the right answer, right? And garden where herbaceous plants are grown. No. Yes. Dry garden. So it is called dry garden. And one more option is given here, that is chemicals to kill plants, right? So these are, out of this 4, herbarium is called dry garden. So the answer is dry garden, because in herbarium what we do, so we'll collect the plant, part of the plant or leaf or any part of the plant which is dried up and which is maintained, right, in a particular place, that is called herbarium. So dry will make the plant dry and will apply on the card sheet, so that is preserved in the herbarium. So that's what we call the herbarium sheets are maintained, so they are in the dry conditions, so that's why we call it as dry garden. Okay, it is a actually, uh, don't think that it's not garden, right? But why we call so dry garden? Because we'll dry up the any part of the plant or whole plant, so and we'll apply on the card sheet, and we maintained and preserved in a place like a library. So that's what we call dry garden. And chemicals to one more option here, chemicals to kill plants, that is herbicides, we can say. These are called herbicides, not herbarium. It's not related to herbarium, right? Chemicals to kill the plants, herbicides will refer, right? So out of this, C is the right answer, right? And next we'll go to the next question. So that is, which one of the following which one of the following branch is applicable to both plants and animals? So here the there are 4 options are given here. That is the option A, which of the following which of which one of the following branch is applicable to both plants and animals. So here 4 options are given. That branch should be, it's a, of course, branch of biology or maybe geology or maybe botany, like there. So but the one of the branch, so that is applicable to both, right? So that we will see here. The first one is herpetology. So herpetology is a branch of actually the geology, we can say, because it only deals with the animals. And here what we observed, the herpetology is related to reptiles and even amphibians, right? So the study of amphibians and reptiles, that branch of science, or what we call um, zoology, branch of zoology it is. So that is herpetology, right? And even saurology, so what we call saurology, one more branch is here. So this branch is related to the study of lizards. So what we call lizards, only a special part of the reptiles, so that are studied under the saurology, right? This saurology is related to lizards, and the herpetology is related to even all kind of reptiles, including amphibians, almost tetrapods we can say. So, are cold-blooded animals. So, study of cold-blooded animals is there. So that is herpetology you can say, right? So here the another one more branch and ichthyology is given and taxonomy is here. Taxonomy is the study of classification and grouping, naming, everything is there, and including plants and animals. Every species comes under this one. That's what the taxonomy. Taxonomy is a branch of actually biology, so that's why answer should be that is the C. And one more is given here, ichthyology. So ichthyology is the branch of zoology which deals with the study of fishes, right? So that is related to fish, right? Fishes. So this we should remember, and even some other ornithology, and ornithology means study of birds, and some other branches may also given along with this one. So any options may comes, but we should know the branches of science. So because to identify this right option, so we should know these also, right? And next, so we go for the third question here. So that is for plants, higher plants, flowers are cheaply used as a basis of classification because, so why we are using the flowers? The meaning of this question is flowers are cheaply used as a basis of classification. During classification, so in higher plants means almost in flowering plants, so what we used flowers, right? Why? So it's a very important one to identify the option. So here these shows great variety in color, and second option is it can be preserved easily, and the option C, reproductive parts are more conservative than vegetative parts, and they have strong fragrance, right? Yes, here all these four options are very tricky, so we should analyze the right option here. So what they are asking, the flowers are cheaply used as the basis of classification in higher plants, right? Yes. So actually in higher plants means flowering plants, so we choose their flowers for the classification purpose. So why, it's like why? Yes, reasoning, we have to give the reason here, and already four reasons are given here. These shows a great variety in color. No, so very well variety of colors are there, it's not the right option at present. So let us we see all these also. It can be preserved easily. No, we can preserve anything easily only. So not only flower, no. So this is also, so at present these two options are not there, right? And one more, reproductive parts are more conservative than vegetative parts. Very important it is what they are giving. The flower means it's containing reproductive parts, right? So are more conservative than vegetative parts. See, more conservative means even the these are not altered, their size, shape are not altered, even the environmental changes or habitat changes when we see. So, vegetative parts like leaves, their size, shape may be varied in the same genus or species. So, it will be changed, but the evolutionary pressure, so what we observed, so that remains constant here in the reproductive parts. So, that will not be altered. Their number of stamens and their size usually remains constant. So, that's why. So, this is the right option here, no doubt. But one more option is given, that also you should read, that is they have strong fragrances. No, so depends on the fragrances, color, and the preservation methods are not considered, but this is what the reproductive parts are more conserved. So that means more conservative, right? Conservative than vegetative parts. Vegetative means you can take the leaves and other parts, right? So buds you can take, axillary or petiole, like different other parts, stem, right? Nodes, internodes, such parts are called vegetative parts here. And but this uh, flower is what you call reproductive part. So that's very important here, right? So the answer for this question is C, right? So next we go for the fourth question, right? So here in the fourth question, so uh, which of the following species are restricted to a given area, right? So here what they are giving, the question restricted to given area, right? So options are given here. Yes, here sympatric species. Actually, the meaning of sympatric means sympatric and allopatric species, sibling species, endemic species. Here, the sympatric is here evolution of species in a same place. So that means actually occurring in a same place, right? That's what we call sympatric. So here sympatric means they are occurring in a same place, right? So the species that occurs within the same place or without that separation of any geographical area, they are actually the overlapping. The geographical areas when overlapping, so it cannot alter, right? That's what sympatric species. And next one, allopatric species. So allopatric species means already ancestors are there in a particular area which are evolved from the another group, right? Another species, and they may shows the morphological differences, right? So or within that or due to split of the geographical area, so they may become another type or the same species. Ancestral species is also there, and you can give the examples of pinches, Darwin pinches. So for allopatric species. And siblings means here morphologically similar species with the same place, right? Morphologically similar species. And here what they are asking, which of the following species is restricted to given area? Restricted to given area means here endemic, what we call endemic. So nowadays the common term what we are using, the related to coronavirus, so that is pandemic disease we are seeing. So because corona is widely spread throughout all over the world, so the large area is covered by this the species what we call coronavirus species, and that is called pandemic. But here what they are given, restricted to given area, in some geographical area, that either plant or that species, either animal species or any organism which is found in a particular given area, restricted given area, that is considered as endemic species. Endemic, right? So this is the right answer here. So you remember this one, restricted, the species are restricted to given area means they are endemic, right? So next one we'll go for the fifth question, that is the most convenient way for easy identification of plants and animals by applying diagnostic features. Diagnostic feature is use of, so they are given here options: herbarium, the botanical gardens and museum, taxonomic keys. So these are all the taxonomical aids which are given here, the options. Herbarium, so it's only meet for the, yes, here what they are given, plants and animals. So herbarium is restricted to the plants, so not for animals, so that's why it is rejected. The option is not appropriate, right? Next, botanical gardens, that is also related to this one. So botanical gardens which are related to plants. and museum, so related to animals. And next, actually, the taxonomical keys, what they are asking, applying diagnostic features. So here in taxonomical keys, keys are the what we call two traits are given here, two characters are written as a contrasting, and if one is present, another one is not there. So by that, so couplet characters are chosen here. So that couplet characters will helps to identify as a analytical. So generally keys are said to be analytical in nature. Analytical means one so selected, one is deselected. So based on the similarities and dissimilarities, so keys are the better way or the most convenient way for easy identification of the plants and animals. So by that, so we can consider option D is the right answer. So option D is, that's taxonomy keys are there. So this is the right option we can consider, right? So these are the few questions, so you can practice, and in the next so we will discuss few more questions. Okay, thank you students.